Are you an expat in Switzerland thinking about withdrawing or pledging the second pillar for your mortgage? Then this video is for you. We are mortgage brokers in Switzerland. We help a lot of expats getting mortgages, refinancing them. And so let's dive into it. Now, the important thing in Switzerland is you can pledge or withdraw your money for mortgages, your second pillar. Now, pledging means it's still there, you get more mortgage from the bank. Withdrawing means you can withdraw it from the second pillar, you have to pay taxes on it, and you have less mortgage. And now, the thing is, I get clients that tell me, yeah, I'd like to pledge it. Why? Yeah, I've heard it from colleagues. All right, now, who told you you can pledge your second pillar? Who told you, in your situation with your income for this property, are able to pledge your second pillar? You just heard it from colleagues. I get a lot of requests from people who tell me, yeah, I want to pledge it. And then I make this affordability calculation where banks make the calculation with 5%, and I see, all right, you are far away from pledging your money because your income isn't high enough. All right, you earn well. Yeah, sure, you earn 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. You have a lot of bonus. Cool. Who doesn't? And still, you are trying to get a property for 2 million, 3 million. And when banks make these calculations, if you just pledge it, it means you have like a bigger loan, a higher mortgage. And this has an effect on the affordability calculation. And a lot of people are not able to pledge the second pillar. How can you know it if you never talk to a mortgage broker? Because every bank makes a different calculation. So I get clients who tell me, yeah, I'd like to make a pledging of my second pillar. And then I do the calculation and I say, okay, with this bank it's not possible, but it's possible with this bank, or it's not possible at all. Don't get me wrong, there are some situations where it's possible. For sure, we have people who pledge their second pillar and the calculation is very good and you get the mortgage for pledging it, but they come into the meeting with this and they are very sure that, yeah, I'm just going to pledge it, and then I'm tell them in front of their wives, hey, yeah, it's not possible, and everything breaks down, this illusion. And then you see that you have no clue what you're trying to do. You're trying to be like your colleagues, but you need a mortgage broker, a specialist who's going to tell you what in your situation is really affordable. Meaning, what does that mean? It doesn't really matter what your colleagues are doing. It only matters what you want with your family, what your plans are here in Switzerland, how long you think you're going to stay here, and then you can work with this. How much money do you have on your third pillar, on your second pillar? Now, if you withdraw money from your second pillar, what does that mean for your pension? Because you're going to have less money there. So what happens if you have an accident, car accident or anything? Are you still getting money from your second pillar or not? What happens if something bad happens to you? Can your wife with your kids still stay in the house? Because there is only one income to one of your wives. And is the bank going to kick them out because the affordability calculation is now bad? Now, if there is like a gap, what can you do to assure that if something happens to you, they are able to stay in the house? These are very important questions. And you need to make the calculations very good to be sure that your family is safe, that you have a very good rate, and that you have this equity strategy done very well for you. The clients we have, they usually have like money on the third pillar, second pillar. Some get like inheritances from parents or gifts, and they have a lot of stocks. Some people have like 2-3 million, they sell it or pledge it, whatever. So that's the cool thing in Switzerland, you have a lot of possibilities. But for you, if you don't have any clue what you should do, and that means you never bought a property by yourself here in Switzerland, then you should work with a mortgage broker like ourselves. We work with 30 banks or over 30 banks. We also work with pension funds and insurances when it comes to mortgages. And what we do is we make a consultation. We see we look at your situation, how much money you have, where is your money, meaning what do you have in your second pillar, third pillar, how much can you afford if you pledge your second pillar, how much can you afford if you withdraw it, what kind of properties are you able to buy with your income. And these are very important things. And what is the procedure? How can you get the best rates? Which mortgage should you get? Because in Switzerland, you don't pay back the whole amount for the mortgage. Most people don't know that. And that's the most important thing for you to know. Should you pledge it or not, your second pillar, and are you able to pledge it or not? That's the biggest mistake I see with expats. And now, if you want to have a good feeling with your first financing in Switzerland, if you want to feel and sleep very well, knowing, okay, I have experts by my side who make the calculations that I can afford the right property, who got me like a very good rate and I have very low fixed costs and I can save a lot of money over the years and go and pay off my debt faster, then you should click on the link down below in the description, fill out the form, and we're gonna give you a call, quick phone call, to see if you are able to help you in your situation. And if everything is fine, we can schedule a meeting via Teams with one of our mortgage brokers, of our experts. This is totally for free for you. And that's the most important thing. By this way, you will be sure that you have done the right things for getting your first property in Switzerland, because all the contracts are going to be in German and you don't want to sign something which you don't really understand. You need former bankers who really know what's happening behind the scenes. So don't lose time and money. Just click down below on the link and fill out the form and we're going to get in touch with you.